Hello, everybody. Mark Bryant here, coordinator of new media for the Big South Conference. Very happy to be with you as we talk about championship time for our spring sports and wrap up the season. We'll go through the final events for the year, the last couple weeks here of May, as we finish out the softball and baseball seasons. Very happy to have such great events to bring you here on the Big South Network at BigSouthSports.com. If you have any questions, be sure to send them on my way, markb@bigsouth.org. Let's get right into it, and let's start with softball this time. Usually we start with baseball, don't we? But we're going to start with softball because it is championship time in softball first. The regular season is all done, and it's all about postseason play for all 7 Big South softball teams, and they'll all get in the action on May 13th. That's Thursday, May 13th, and go on Friday and Saturday as well. 5 games on Thursday, and you're looking at starting at 9 a.m. all the way to the last one starting at 7, so it's about 12 hours of softball. Of course, there'll be short breaks in between, but by and large, you're talking about a full day of action, all on the Big South Network, and I'll be doing play-by-play for those games, so you'll have some time to spend with me as we go to the field at Coastal Carolina for the championships. Now, no one gets eliminated on the first day, but eliminations happen fast and furious on day 2 as we motor through teams in the lower bracket, and it's double elimination throughout. So your second loss, you are done. And, of course, Radford, the top seed overall, and very anxious to see how all this comes out and who will represent the Big South in the NCAAs. And we'll know that by Saturday afternoon. You can order this by the day or the full event, the softball championships, on the Big South Network. So let's hop over to baseball. As I said, I'll be doing all the play-by-play Thursday and Friday as well. So the first 10 games, I'll be with you for those. Now on to baseball. We look at this weekend. This is a big series right here. This one, right, the top one here, Coastal Carolina at Liberty. Liberty in second place and has a chance to overtake Coastal Carolina. Coastal 20-0 as we record this, going into this week's conference play, 20-0 in the Big South, and winners of 30 straight overall, actually, if you include last year. So Coastal Carolina in really good shape, in the top 10 in the nation in RPI, in the top 10 in most of the rankings. But Liberty also on a hot streak, winners of 15 straight conference games, and definitely looking forward to this one. Coastal at Liberty Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 14th, 15th, and 16th at games at 7, 7, and 1 on those 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We do have one game outside that series this weekend, Sunday, Charleston Southern at UNC Asheville. That will be at 1 o'clock on Sunday, and those are 2 teams that are actually in a sort of a pennant race of their own because they're in 8th and 9th position. Only the top 8 teams get to play in the Big South Baseball Championship. So the one of these teams that winds up on the lower end is going to be the one that does not get to participate. No one wants to be that guy. They all want to make it into the tournament field, so we'll see how that goes with that tournament. Now, we've got a couple out-of-conference games for you on Tuesday. The Citadel is at Winthrop. This was a relocated game, or a postponed game, rescheduled game. 6 o'clock for the Citadel at Winthrop on the 18th, and at 6 o'clock also for College of Charleston at Coastal Carolina. That was originally going to be at Coastal's Field, but it's actually now going to be at BB&T Coastal Field, home of the Myrtle Beach Pelicans, which is where Coastal would host its regional if it is in fact awarded one. So they're getting a little tune-up there at the minor league park in Myrtle Beach. So we'll have that one for you Tuesday night. So 2 6 o'clock games out of conference on Tuesday. And then we've got the final regular season series in baseball. This is it, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Games from 3 different series for you here on the Big South Network. High Point at Charleston Southern. All 3 games will be at 2 o'clock. Liberty at Winthrop. And those are at 6, and at 2 on Saturday. And then we've got Presbyterian College at VMI. We don't have the middle game here, so we just have Thursday and Saturday. 6 o'clock on Thursday, no game Friday, 1 o'clock on Saturday. So that's what we're looking at coming up for PC at VMI. And then what remains for us in baseball is the championship for that, because it's coming up May 25th through May 29th. not that far away, already available for you to order, available by the day or for the full event, just like with the softball. And it all starts with the single elimination games on Tuesday. There's 2 of those on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 games each day at 11, at 3, at 7 each day as we work our way through the double elimination bracket, and all concludes Saturday at 1 o'clock, which would be 1 game or 2 if necessary. Just as with softball, that final day may involve an extra game just in case the bracket falls that way. We will see, of course, as play progresses, whether that will be needed or not, but be prepared for that and be prepared for all these games subject to change. It is baseball, it is softball, it is subject to the weather and other conditions that may alter day and time for these games. So please stick around, stay tuned to Twitter and Facebook and our main page and your school's pages for updates on game conditions. If you have any issues with the streams and need to get in touch with somebody, fan support is available for you with our web and streaming host at Jump TV and New Line. You can call them at 877-967-3267 or email fansupport at jumptv.com. That's fansupport at jumptv, one word there, JUMPTV.com. And that's for any technical issues or problems with your computer setup, trying to get the video stream, or if you should have any billing issues. Hopefully none of those will be the case. You'll get to see all the games you want, but if you run into trouble, let the folks know, fan support. Be sure to specify if it's tech support, billing, or what your issue might be. Reminder, all these available as single games. They're also available if you want to order the softball as a package or baseball as a package. And, of course, in this case, we're talking tournament is very important, available by the day or for the full event. And baseball, you can get all those remaining baseball games, the 14 remaining regular season baseball games with one order with the baseball weekly package, weekly with bonus days this time. $9.95 for 14 games is a pretty good deal on the Big South Network. They're available individually for $4.95 a piece, so for just a little over 2 games you get 14. Not too shabby. And of course the tournament available by the day and full event. Now if you want to find us, as I mentioned before, we are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, and all those addresses are the main address /Big South Sports, twitter.com/Big South Sports, facebook.com/Big South Sports, and youtube.com/Big South Sports, so you know where to find us. And of course we're also at bigsouthshout.blogspot.com, home of the Big South Shout blog, and it all can be linked right off our main page, the home of everything Big South, bigsouthsports.com. I'm Mark Bryant. Thank you very much. That concludes our offerings for the 2009-2010 season, and we look forward to having more for you in the fall. We may have some updates before then, but this is the conclusion of our regular programming. So check out all these events, let us know how things are going, and we look forward to seeing you and talking to you much more about what's coming up on the Big South Network.